Alright, this is A-Pep, and today I'm going to talk about scrining. I know it's kind of dark in here. You know, I'm sitting up here under the green light. You know, the green light and stuff. So let me see if it's actually... Okay, it doesn't matter. It's still dark. Well, at least you just get the message. It's not a message. It's just different things. I want to talk about today is doing the daemon tarot, and the daemon tarot is actually one of my, I wouldn't say my favorites, but is the one that I resonate the most. You can say it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Fuck it. I'm just gonna, but not favorite to a point where I'm stuck in one thing. But you can use each one of these cards and they have a different significance with them. I will get into that on another video. But so far so good. I will get into that on another video. What I basically want to get into is basically the techniques on opening up clairvoyance. So basically I use a green bulb. You know, some people might use red or whatever to see spirits. I use green. You know, green works for me, and it's very clairvoyant for me for some odd reason. And a thing that I find very interesting is that with the green bulb, you know, it tends to strengthen the body, you know, and different bulbs like the black light cures diseases. You know, you can research this. You know, just take your research. Don't take my word for it, and research on green and research color psychology so you have a understanding of colors. What I basically want to get into is basically scrining. And if you have a floor, have you ever looked into the clouds and you start seeing faces and stuff like that, or shapes? That's actually an art of scrining. That's what scrining is. It's very simple, and the more you do it, and the longer you do it and you keep doing it and practice it, the more the clairvoyance opens up. You might start seeing little dots or spots flying around you. Those are spirits, and those are the spirits that's inside the pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? So that's the spirits that's inside the pineal gland in the Goetia, because you have the 72 goetic spirits. You know, associated with the Ring of Solomon too, and we know rings are associated with Saturn. I'll be back right quick. Just gotta check on some food. You know how it is. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Alright, I'm back. You know, I was cooking some Indian food like this starch type of thing. It tastes real good, you know. It tastes a lot better than American food to me, you know. But back to what I was, so you just keep scrining. You scrine, basically you can scrine into your own floor. You can use things like the tarot cards, the daemon tarot. And I use each one, and each one has a different effect for me. You know, if you have somebody in your life that basically you feel like it's an obstacle and holding you back, or you feel tempted, let's say you're stuck on drugs, or you stuck on just an obstacle, you could actually use daemon. You know what I'm saying? Because oh man, y'all probably can't see this, but daemon in the daemon tarot, he reconciles friends and foes. You know, and another one that I like is actually Perfulus. I use Perfulus, and it's dealing with observing the sounds of nature. From my perspective, I actually was using the daemon tarot when I was homeless, and actually it helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? It helped a lot, and actually got myself together. You know, it manifested. I magnetized things to me to get me out of that situation. You know, but Perfulus is a very interesting thing. I came across a cemetery in South Carolina. It was where my great grandfather is, and it was very interesting. It was a cemetery that they found, you know, and I walk across it when I started working with Perfulus. It tends that I travel and find a lot of stuff, you know. So I thought that was interesting. Next we have is Mammon, which is dealing with material wealth. You know, I still haven't figured this card out. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is, I know he deals with saving things too, but that's pretty much it. And we got Lucifer. Basically, when I use Lucifer, he's more like a researcher. But I'm gonna get y'all some techniques. I shouldn't even be. Let me get really down to it. Something that I think that will really help y'all. Now, I know it will help y'all if you know how to tap into it, but it'll have a different effect. If you have problems dreaming, I'll give you a combination as a technique. A combination. Get an altar, or have an altar, and or you can put it on the floor. Brooms, you can use brooms. Mikal, and I know no mosquito ain't in this motherfucker. Damn. And Sabat. The Sabat card. And you combine those, you put those two together. You know, it don't matter which way you do it, and that will actually open up your dreams. So that's what I have to say. It's very interesting because I worked with a lot of hag energies, and when you're working with hags and stuff, you know, it was very interesting because what I basically learned from that energies, because there's different aspects of them too, and different ones from different cultures. You know, I normally work with more than one, and the dreams became more vivid. I even had paralysis, but what I basically did was I just put up a white altar and draw the hag, or you could just put any color too. One way is put two hags on each side of a mirror in the bathroom. You know, that's another way of doing that, and you can actually meditate on that too if you want to tap into that energy. Basically learning from that energy. The energy is something within me, not external. So I'm not saying that's something external taught me, but it basically taught me to go with your intuition. Do things besides just trying to intellectualize at times. You know, when you get into this work, if you want to know a good way to figure out how the ego creeps on you, it has many ways, but there's one way to find out is what if you go like words like what if that doesn't work, or if you second guessing. And the easy way to figure that out is see if fear is in it. You know what I'm saying? If fear or doubt is in that thing. And that's how you can figure it out. That's how I figured it out on that particular level. You know what I'm saying? When the fear tries to kick in. I tell you, man, this stuff, it just works. It just really works. So far, so good. Like I say, you just get into scrining, and all you do is just space out on purpose. I can't even really explain how to do that shit, because I could do it, but I just don't know how to explain it. It's like you push your pupils up, and you it's almost like you're pulling your pupils back. You know what I'm saying? And another way I know is put all my attention to the pineal gland, and that's what I pretty much have to say. I'll pretty much see y'all on that. Well, I got another aspect and things to tell y'all too. If you looking for knowledge, Lucifer is a great one to work with. Combined with Balbareth. Balbareth is really great too to work with too. And another card is, if you want to become more creative with rituals, you can use Witch's Route. Witch's Route is a card you can use for that too. So the daemon tarot, it's a very interesting thing, you know, because I use rituals with each, not all the cards, you know what I'm saying, because I'm still working up on other ones, you know. Like recently I've been working up on tap, and that's the tap has been, I'm working with that energy, has got me going outside. And another thing is, if you want your rituals to be more powerful, one is to meditate daily, keep going within. When you going within and looking inside that darkness, you're looking at your soul or your ba, your ka, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Ka is a spirit. Your ba or your soul, whatever you want to call it. But what that is you're actually charging up yourself. You're charging up your own primal energies. You can sun gaze and moon gaze, but you're actually charging up your own energies by doing that. Even when you lit the candle, because the fire of the candle represents the pineal gland. And do your rituals outside. Do your rituals outside. And when you do your rituals outside, it actually works better. And when you're walking outside too, you see the manifestations a lot better than sitting in a closed house, because you see more synchronicities. You know, that's how the spirits also contact you. And until then, I'll see ya.